All right, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Now, we've got one today from that showed up in an umai crate. If you go over to japancrate.com and use the coupon code the Ramen Raider, you'll get a good discount. You like that because I tell you you do. And you heard the nervous giggling of our friend Matthew Bella, esteemed author, in the background. Today we've got one that was in that umai crate. It's a Japanese variety. It's vegan shoyu from Sakurai Foods. And let's get to it and say hello to our friend Matthew Bella. How you doing today, sir?
Hey Hans, thanks for having me on the show today. Great to be here.
You do know the prerequisite is that you refer to me as...
The.
No, the. I am the Ramen Raider.
You certainly are.
That's
Apologies.
what I do. It's appreciated and accepted. So. All right, so we're going to drop this in 500 mils of water for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to go for 3, just because I'm obtuse. And being obtuse will put you in the shoe for 3 months. Or telling me I'm obtuse. So what's new in the magical, mysterious world of that person who is you, sir?
Well, I got married. I have 2 kids now.
Great. We're gonna we're gonna do a quote out of Momofuku Ando Speaks, the book of quotes from the guy who invented instant noodles. Oh God. There's some good ones. Number 204. Don't try to come up with excuses when you fail.
Exactly.
Wow. Just fail and fail hard.
That's right. I'll back that up.
Yeah.
What he just said, what Momofuku Ando just so wisely extolled, is the encapsulation of one of the prime tenets of leadership. Own your actions.
Yeah.
Period. Take responsibility. That is great, dude. That applies to running a company or convincing a bunch of scared guys that they need to run up over a hill and charge a machine gun nest. I mean, it's the same thing. That's a great quote, man.
Well, don't come up with excuses when you fail. Are you saying that the guys that are going to storm the machine gun nest are going to fail?
No, I'm saying...
If they fail, they're not going to be able to give any excuses, that's for sure.
Well, if a bunch of people get killed, you don't say, why didn't you guys do better? And be like, it was your plan, Lieutenant. That's the point. It's your plan. If it goes wrong, don't blame the people who are carrying it out.
Exactly. That's what I always say. When I'm in charge of a platoon, you know, back during my military days, when I was a, what do you call it? The king of the armies. That's what we did. But let's get to our main topic of the day, which is milk and milk products. The first thing, when you're born, generally you drink the milk from your mother. But if you walk down the street to the store, you can get milk that comes from a cow and drink that. Who's the guy that went, well, I drank milk when I was a baby. I think I liked it. Kept me alive. Maybe I should drink some of this animal milk.
Okay, so that probably happened 100, 200,000 years ago, okay? So here's the deal. Well, I don't know, not that long because that would have been domesticated farming, but let's talk that long, thousands and thousands of years ago. So one thing you have to remember when you think about this, which is kind of a funny little thing that everybody comes up with, oh, who was the first guy to drink milk out of a cow's titty? It didn't happen like that. Humans have been living with and off of animals for tens of thousands of years.
Animals are delicious.
We know animal behavior. We know that milk rears your young. Obviously, we have the connection with our own biology. It was not some great leap. We just found the best source of milk in cows, domesticated these things. People drink goat milk. We've raised goats for thousands of years. People drink yak milk. We've raised yaks for thousands of years.
Well, I certainly don't drink yak milk.
A long time ago when that happened, it was a perfectly natural progression. It wasn't some guy, perverted zoophile who who molested a cow one day, and then everybody, then he, shamed him out of his village. I'm going to show you, I'm going to start a milk company and get rich. right? That's not how it happened. It was a very natural progression. Humans and animals are intertwined throughout our entire history.
You need to take a breather after that. That was an outburst. But what about cheese? Let's just let the milk. Let's just let the milk sit around. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll mix it with this other crap and just see what happens. Oh, look, it gets hard.
Cheese is
it's
like
hard
milk.
milk.
So, right, like fetid, some kinds of yak cheese you bury in the ground for like a month and then dig it up.
It's like, hey, I got an idea. Let's take this milk and bury it in the ground. Hey, you got that guy over there. I bet you he'll eat it. I bet you he'll try it. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's really good. I don't know. It's like that and smoking. It's like, you know, it's like let's make cigarettes. Let's what did they do? Let's light a stick on fire and suck on the opposite end of it. Hey, it makes stuff come out of my mouth.
Tobacco is another thing. Herbs in general have been part of our culture for longer. I mean, way back in the prehistory, man. Like 90, 100,000 years at least. So, yeah, that's definitely something that was a natural progression. Not sure where tobacco was native to, maybe, but it is the Americas, right? So like South America. I mean, cannabis has been around forever, right? Obviously, shamans used it in their tribal rituals and stuff like that.
I'm going to sample the noodle.
Oh yeah, what do you got for us today?
Already said. It's good. Their noodle is very good. So, vegetarian shoyu from Sakurai Foods. Wonderful, wonderful food stuff. And we can have a look at the broth. It's a slightly tinted broth, has a nice color to it. Definitely the oil beads dancing around the top and remind you of small, tiny little ballerinas doing what they do. Now I'm going to taste. That is wonderful. They also have a soy milk raw vegetarian variety that's absolutely awesome. I've worked with this company for a few years, and as well as the Umai Crate people, but this is like, I really like Sakurai Foods is stiff. So now we're going to plate. Tell us more about your interest in milk.
My interest in milk started when I was a baby. I was like, what is this stuff? It's great. Can I get some more of it? And then as I grew up, I just sort of went after it. You know what I mean?
It is kind of a logical progression. As you keep saying, logical.
Right. It's all, everything makes sense. Everything makes sense.
You know, I'm
even the things that don't.
Wow, it's really windy outside. Really windy.
Yeah, it's really windy here too. There's a blustery cold day in Port Townsend, man.
Yeah, it's kind of a juicy wind. I would go so far as to call it a juicier wind. I've got an egg that I need to slice in half. Hear that? That is the sound of egg slicing. Digging my hand into the egg honey pot. Alright, here comes an egg. That's the next book I'm writing. It's called Here Comes the Egg. Well, how are your books coming along?
I've took a break from my main projects and got involved in this live creative writing world. It's just like re-energizing my passion and skills.
Is that known as Dungeons and Dragons, Matthew?
It is, yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, what I've been doing. It's a lot of creative writing. It's interactive, and it's challenging because, I mean, you're literally putting your imagination to the headspace of another person, which is exactly what you're trying to do when you're writing a novel. So it's like a boot camp. It's like it's like a special forces training for writers.
That's cool. I can get with that.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I can get with that. And you can too. And you can purchase Matthew's book at
www.amazon.com. That's a collection of my short stories. Check out my podcast if you like audio in this mobile world where everyone's on the go.
I hate audio.
Time, multitasking. It's a collection of...
I hate hearing things. I hate audio. Sorry. Go on. But no, what do they search for on Amazon?
You just interrupted my plug to laugh at me.
I know. What do they search for? What do they search for on Amazon?
Fictionalia in the Fictionalia podcast.
Oh,
free, no ads.
Free, no ads, ladies and gentlemen. Unlike my... God, I can't open it. God. Unlike this program you're watching that does have ads interspersed into it, such as mentioning that this instant noodle came as part of a box from an umai crate. Go to japancrate.com and use the coupon code TheRamenRaider for a discount. You'll be glad you did. Don't allow, Don't allow hesitation to cause future regret. And another thing not to cause future regret about, immediately go to MatthewBella.com. You will be glad you did that as well. What will they find at MatthewBella.com?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. The text and the audio is all on my website. Yeah, thanks for the plug, man. So, how are those noodles coming along?
They are almost done. I'm trying to find a happy balance between the noodle and the toppings I've added, which include egg, chashu, and here we go, Naruto Maki. And now I believe it is time for Rotato to take its happy ways, like the happy dancing organ it can be. I'm also going to add... No, I'm not going to go overboard. I am going to be calm, not complacent, but realistic with my way of doing what I'm doing. It's tricky, though, this camera. I love this camera, but the problem is that the delay between what's shown on the screen of the phone when I'm trying to set it up, it's got a little bit of pause, and I don't like the pause. But this will work. Here we go. Rotato, have at it. I don't like this song. There we go. Mr. Bella, will you join us for another episode in a moment?
I will be here.
All right, so you guys will see and hear more tomorrow. And the next one we got coming up is a variety from South Korea. This is a export version for the U.S. This is Paldo Jumbo Pack Noodles, instant noodles with flamed beef soup. Stick around till tomorrow, and don't die today. Die after you see the episode tomorrow, okay? All right, this is Noodle Ramen with you. Enjoy my noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye.